Well, the good news, the grant is back. I didn't do nothing to it, guys. You know, I had trouble with it. I'm using the Rode Turner mic. This one was working good, and the Turner Plus 2 jumped it back. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. The grant is awesome back, guys. The grant is awesome back. I did not do anything to this grant, and you guys know about that. It could have been the cold weather, but I hope it lasts a long time. I'm glad the grant is back. I didn't do any cleans to it, guys. You know that? Watch this. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. We're back. We're back. Audio checking 1, 2, 3. Audio. I haven't hooked any antennas to it. Probably needs to warm up for a while. Audio checking 1, 2, 3. We're back. So I'm going to turn this off in a second. I'll be right back in a second when I hook the Turner Plus 2. So the grant is back, guys. Let's hope it never happens again. I haven't ran this for a while, since last year. I think it was 2 years ago. But I told you what I had the problem with the relays, and I did everything cleans to it like you told me. I hadn't done anything to it. I think all that cold weather did it, and it came back. There's no transmission light on this thing yet. Maybe that's when it comes on, but you can actually hear it. Audio, watch. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. You can hear the grant. I don't have no antenna running to it. Let's put it up to 12. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. Audio. It loves this microphone. I pray to God this radio will last me forever. There's no red light transmission on it. It used to ran it. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. Check it 1, 2, 3 audio. It loves the grant. We haven't got any receive on it, but it's running that poor pin. I made that same adapter I did. It's still in that. This thing is beautiful, guys. Because last time I ran a D104 on this, it likes Turner microphones. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. We're on sideband. I am going to test that in a minute. Switch it. Listen to that. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. Audio. We lost it. That was a fuse. Probably just went below the fuse. So we'll have to get a fuse for it. I'll have to check that in a second. It's back, guys. Come on, make sure it doesn't go. Sorry about that. It was the fuse. They put a 3 amp fuse in the radio. I put a 5 amp. See how it runs better with 5 amps. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. We're back. I'm going to keep it down between 4. We don't want to blow the shit out of this radio. So we'll keep it around 4 like Bang Master. See what we do. Audio. Yeah, until we get the antenna, but can you guys drive this thing all the way up? Pretty good. Then we keep around down 4. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. Audio. So the amp's not gonna fry, but so what do you do on grants? Do you keep the Turner mic? So that's what you keep it down to 4 so it doesn't blow the fuse. It doesn't blow the Quad 5. The Quad 5 can handle it. Quad 5 has a big amp fuse on that. Breaker 19 for a radio check. Breaker 19 for a radio check. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. So the grant, this thing is back. It could have been the fuse, but they were running a 3 amp fuse on this radio. What would be a good amp type fuse? I think 3 amps is okay. It's kind of too low, but this fuse actually was blown. So I put a 5 amp fuse in there. Let's turn it up to 16. Wow, way too modulated. Audio. That thing's got good modulation, so I don't want to blow this with no antenna. Audio testing 1, 2, 3. Audio. So we'll put it down to 4. Audio testing 1 2 3. Audio testing 1 2 3. Breaker 19 for a radio check. Breaker 19 for a radio check. We need to keep this off the dead key. So it's looking good, guys. And I hope the grant will last me a long time. So I'm talking about this Robin here. I'll show you the problem I'm having. It does not have the transmit. I tried it. It doesn't receive. These are the cords I hooked up to it. And if you guys know anything about the Robin's SY, what the model is, and that's what Robin WP23. Yeah, I hooked up the same thing with this diagram. Yeah, everything is correct with the Robin and the Cobra, but it does not have a transmission. It has a receive. Maybe it needs to be recapped. Think about it. If anybody has one of these radios, let me know what I need to do. If it needs recapping, that's what it is. I painted all green. So I'm happy about the grant. And the grant had some problems before. Like I told you, I ran a D104 mic and it quit transmitting. That's what it did. Even the stock mic. So when I put the turn in there, it must have been the cold weather that did it, brought it back. So it looks pretty good with the Robin, but we need to see if we can get this transmission back in business. Maybe it needs recapping. If there's a part actually where the transmission is, I don't think the finals are blown. Think about it. It does not have no transmission on this. Has received. It ran that stupid microphone with the Turner Plus 2, and I thought it was the Turner 3M. I think the microphone was bad. I think what happened to it, maybe the transmission went bad on this thing. I did some deoxing to it. Maybe it needs recapping after all these years. But the grant is doing okay. And let's hope we can get this out on the air, but the red light does not work. I don't think it did before. Maybe when you plug the antenna it will come on. So we got transmission on it. And it's just running that 3-pin inside with the 4 adapter. The pin number 4 is not hooked into this. But we're going to see if this thing does hear when I turn it up. I'll be right back in a second. Let's see this grant, what it sounds like. Put it with the Robin. So the good news about it, it blew a 3 amp fuse, and that's what happened. I don't want to turn the microphone too loud on this thing to blow it up. It'll be good. Let's check it out, guys. Let's see what it does. I'm very happy about this radio. I'm so wonderful. Let's hope we can get this thing going in a couple of months. We're going to be having some fun with this. I hope it stays the way I want to do, because I haven't used the grant a lot, but I think it's going to do this with the Mako. Let's check it out. I need to turn that down a little bit. There we go. I'm using the...
Are your radios working out there, driver? You're sounding good out here, 10-4. I'm on the south side of Rockwood, Tennessee. I'm way back out there, but your radio's working out here. I just want to let you know.
Yes.
Okay, you're about 30 miles away from here, 10-4. I'm running the Road King microphone 56. I'm trying on a radio right now. I'm still on my quad 5, but yeah, they call me the Fox Man up here. I'm actually looking at my President Grant. It's back in business. I never touched anything to it, and it's working fine with that radio right now. But all right, you have a good one out there, driver. Have a good night out there. Yeah, you're hitting about 9 pounds up here in Rockwood, Tennessee. I'm on the south side. I'm running the quad 5 base stock out here in Mako V5000, 20 feet off the ground. But I'm running the Road King 56. But my Turner Plus 2 is doing really wonderful on this radio. But your radio sounded good. You're the one kind of I've talked to before on channel 26. Yeah, boy, yeah, probably is. Yeah, you put about 3 pounds, bringing up to about a 7 on me there, on that meter. It's sort of tight there, but hey, yeah, you sound good down here, though. That's for sure. Yeah, I talked to you on 26 a couple of times there. Oh, baby, Backwood, 10 miles. All right, Backwood, you have a good night out there. This is Foxman 362. I'm way back out there. Have a good one out there. Thanks. I appreciate your radio check. Your radio's working good up here at 10-4.
was talking to the guy out there, and you heard it on that Grant. This radio is going to be my best radio in the whole wide world. Let's hope this thing can do a lot of skip, but I don't want to blow any more fuses. I don't want to put any more than 5 amps in fuses, but I need to get lots of 5 amp fuses. This radio is going to be a great thing. We're going to try out when we get some time. Wait till we get our beam antenna for this guy. But it'll be with the auto tuner. It can't hurt this radio. You know what this radio is about. This is the radio I've been looking at for a long time. But it has no. I have 3 pins running inside of it with a 4 pin. It's that Turner doing this. It is so good. But I'm not going to run it right now. But this will always display. I don't have an antenna hook into it, but it's going to be good because it's done receive before. You guys have seen this radio. And I got this one. I told you how I got this one a while back from Phone Farming and paid some of this money back in 2020. And I took a road test on this guy. I was hearing guys from Washington State. This is a dim, and you can turn up the brightness like that. But I'm happy, but the meter's been replaced on here one time. I did the meter on this radio, so the meter's actually brand new. This is the radio I need to keep, but I think that 4-degree weather helped out when we had the snowstorms. It brought back the caps. So it likes Turner microphones. It loves Turners, but when I put a D104 on it, that's probably what it did it. And it probably was not running enough amperage with the amp fuse because this fuse was inside this radio. So when it clicked off, it was this bad fuse. But it will be a good fuse to run on this radio. And the problem with the Robin, I hope we can get it working. It's got good receive. It's got beautiful sound to it, just like you heard. But I think the Roking the microphone I got. The problem with the Robin, we have probably to get it recap. Maybe that's what it needs to do to get the transmission back. Maybe that's what it is. You guys saw pictures of it. I don't think the finals are blown. This is going to be good news for this. I want to try out some videos on this and talk to you guys on Skidway. But maybe I can run a box on this. It'd be good. And it'd be wonderful. But you got to turn the way down so it does not blow the thing on this transmission. But this was in somebody's garage in California. That's how I got this Grant. When I lived in Utah, this is how I got this guy. And the only thing I did one time, I cleaned the switches off by scraping it off using rubbing alcohol. And I got it back in really good new conditions. But I don't think this light works on except the antenna hooks up. We'll have to try it when we get some time, but I'm very happy about this radio right now. Because maybe we'll go take it out some crews out there with turn on the Quad 5, take it out there with the Trim 300, and turn plus 2 down mic and have plenty of fuses. We want to see what it can do. Maybe we could do that in one of those videos when we get to some time, but I was telling you about the Grant a while back when I told 390 Wangmaster on YouTube about this, guys. And then I thought the relay was bad. Maybe it came back from all that cold weather. And you told me you cleaned it with a paper thing. I did not do anything like that. And the last time I ran this was a D104 microphone. And it stopped transmission very much either way. Even with the stock mic I had. But I'm using a different ones now. That thing's good. So I just let it warm up. But let's hope the Grant will do good this time. And I hope I have no more problems with it ever again. But it's got the mic gain. You can turn it down. Let me see what it does. Audio testing 1 2 3. Audio testing 1 2 3. I'm gonna turn the mic gain all the way back up. Audio testing 1 2 3 right there, 10-4. Because if you put batteries in this, it'll drive the microphone good. So I don't have it all the way. I have it all the way halfway to 4. So it's like Adams. So you guys have a great night. Catch y'all later. So this is Foxman 362, UDX 362 out of Tennessee. This is UDX 362. This is 362. And this is Foxman362, UDX362. I want to shout out to 390 Wagon Master, UGX9390, UDX21, Dirty Diaper, Mower Junkie, UDX151, and shout out to Reed, CB Lounge 2112, and shout out to all those UDX members out there. But I'm very happy about this thing's back. I don't know if it's going to happen again, and it has happened before, but when it had no transmission before, but I did nothing to this, so it's going to be looking good. We'll see what happens. But it likes the Turner microphones I got. So I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. We'll put this video out here on YouTube land, and catch you guys later.